So you know, always see all these videos for days of the week. You've got Malting Monday, you've got Real Talk Tuesday, you've got Thirsty Thursday, you've got Four Loko Friday. You know what? Today I declare Wednesdays as Homebrew Wednesday. So all you homebrewers out there, need to do your homebrew. Do a video of your homebrew. Absolutely. This right here is a farmhouse ale brewed by Little Face Brewing. Look at that. This is actually one of my finer creations. .18%. Very fine beer. Very fine beer indeed. It's actually my second one. Not only that, but my lovely wife, MM, made me up a plate of victuals. Look at that. Chicken, corn, mashed potatoes. Oh, yum. 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 And she's coming down to join me. I'm doing a Homebrew Wednesday video. I declared today for all of YouTube to be Homebrew Wednesday.
Shouldn't leave you much room for homebrew with all that food.
Sure, there's always room for homebrew. I actually think I'd done this once before. But either way. Homebrewers, go out there. Pour yourself a beer. Get in front of the camera. Make the video. Make the video. Tell me what's on your mind. I want to tell you what's on my mind. Here's what's on my mind. Why is it that I've always been a proponent of change? I never thought that change was always necessarily a bad thing. Change is good, but not in all circumstances. Change for the sake of changing, in my opinion, is a pain in the ass. Straight up. It was like this whole Facebook thing. They went and changed the whole Facebook thing. I don't know what the hell's going on that page anymore. YouTube. You guys went in a couple days ago, and I don't know what the hell it is that you did, but you went in and screwed around with everybody's pages. Stop. A lot of times if it works, why the fuck don't you just leave it alone? Jesus Christ. Am I right?
Sure.
Is that all the enthusiasm that I can get? Can I get like a rah-rah?
Raw.
That was pathetic. Raw. Got onto my Facebook today.
It's incredibly annoying, but Dr. Mick had a point. It's free.
It is free. And that is a good point. And you're right. That's a friend of ours. He did have a point.
He kind of took the wind out of my complaining sales, because I was like,
no, not really. It is free, but we put a lot into it. Like for folks like me, I'm on it all the time. I do Little Face Brewing. I have a Facebook page for Little Face Brewing. I've got my own page. A lot of people follow my page to see what we're doing, because we're always doing something. I'm always posting something. So yes, it's free, and yeah, in the guise of we don't pay actual dollars for it, but it's not free in the amount of time that a lot of people spend on it. A lot of people spend an enormous amount of time on that. Whether that's right, whether it's wrong. Some people spend way too much time on it and live their life by it, but it's just for fun for us. Just complete fun. So when they go in there and change it around all the time, one of the issues that I've seen here, now my computer keeps up with it well, but there's no way this old desktop over here is going to be able to keep up with that. There's too much going on in the page. That loading and stuff will lock that old computer up. I guarantee you it'll lock that computer up, because it can't handle all of that feed. You know what I'm saying? It's going in where it's just rolling stuff around all the time. It can't handle that. So there's where I'm back to my change for the sake of change. Facebook was fine the way it was. It really was. I mean, what was wrong with it? It was working. I think simplicity sometimes, you know, it doesn't need to be. Don't make it more complicated than what it actually needs to be. Simple is okay. Simple is fine. You know, take.
They're trying to compete with Google Plus.
Well, why would they be competing with Google Plus? Google Plus is an infant. Facebook's been around. Facebook's like an adolescent now. You know what I'm saying? You know, but MySpace is, well, aging. Yeah, basically retired. But it's like the car, the evolution of the car. You know, you started out. It's still, we're driving around a combustible engine. It still takes a spark plug and fire. You know, combustion, boom, boom, boom. Get that piston to go up and down. Well, you've made it real shiny. You've made the car a shiny penny, but it's still a combustible engine. And now I see more cars that are just broke down on the road because they're too complicated. They're too shiny. You go out there and you take that old 1970 Chevy, like Ain't an RI, the truck that you've got. Sweet ride, bro. That truck will always run. You've got fire, you've got electric, and you've got fuel. That's all you need. Whereas in today's stuff, you've got to have this computer, this thing, this. You got to have that computer. So I'm not a big proponent of change for the sake of change. You know, I think some things, if it works, leave it alone. It works. I'm not a fan of the Harley-Davidson motorcycle. However, you cannot argue with their business model. They've been around for years making basically the same motorcycle. You can't argue with that. You know, does that work for all other manufacturers? No. But it sure does work for them. And I applaud them for that. You know, that's one of the things that, you know, I used to get on them about. I didn't think that they were changing. You know, oh, you got to change. You got to make it more upgrade. You're making the same motorcycle you made for the last 50 years. Well, I'm kind of eating crow, you know, for that, because they actually got it right. I mean, they're in business. Their business model's good. They've made mistakes here and there, but that's a whole nother story. But you can't argue with that. You know, it's a success. They're still selling motorcycles. It's one of the most successful motorcycle stories out there. So my hat's off to you, HD, and you won't get that from me very often. You know, as far as the motorcycle itself. But anyways, enough of my rant on Homebrew Wednesday. Come on, homebrewers, go out there. Tap yourself off a beer out of your keg system. Show us your keg system. Or pull one off the shelf. Get one of those good beers out. And show the YouTube drinking community out there what it is that you're proud of. Me, I'm proud of this farmhouse ale. This is SJ Pour. Enjoy the fruits of your labor, folks. Brew beer.